a few things that I personally found really useful in like more sort of earlier. I feel like these are bits of tips are more sort of like useful early on. Is like the college meals. I found really useful. I wasn't fully catered, so I did have the added pressure of having to cook myself. But college meals I found really useful because it's just that like one day of the week where you just don't have to really worry. And they had this thing where you could take a box and have it put in so you could maybe keep it for later or get...
Yeah,
it's a little takeaway. Did you ever have
no.
a college meal? Or was yours...
College meals came in my second year. So in my first year, we didn't even have the piazza, okay, on Heslington. I'm assuming you're Heslington.
Oh, you didn't?
Like east.
Oh, you've assumed right. You could have.
Okay.
Ooh, that could have been dangerous there.
It could have been either way there. Yeah, but no, that building wasn't even built. NISA and all of the shops on that campus weren't built in my first year. They're very new. So no, we didn't have college meals. They came in my second year. But even though I lived on campus in my second year as a returner, you don't get college meals as a returner. So.
Oh, right.
I don't. Oh, because it's just...
I'm not sure why.
I think it's just for like all the new people, and I think they might have done it now where you just pay extra on the rent, but because it was like the first year they were doing them, they didn't do them for us, so I never had that experience. The only thing I've ever had in that similar vibe is for refreshers week in like January. They do like a big college meal then. But I remember when I had mine, I was sitting with like my head of college, his wife, their kids, and like 3 people from my flat. And then there's so much wine on this table because none of them drink, and obviously well, there's children there. And then we're sitting there like, well, we really, really want to have the wine, but there's children present, so I really don't think we can. And it was just the most awkward meal of my life. But that's the only experience I have of it, really.
Just knocking back glasses of wine.
On the DL, yeah.
How do you get into that situation where you're sat with those people? Like,
it was because I was the photographer for the college at that time. So because that was like an official college event, I had to take photos of it. And I think they were just like, oh, we'll put you like on the edge with them so you can get up and take photos. It's easier than just being in the middle of the room. And then I dragged like half my flat to come and sit with me. And then I just didn't realise I'd be
just for a bit of
bands,
just for a bit of moral support.
But I just didn't realise I'd actually be sat with the head of college and his family. But you know,
it's an experience
memories.
to have.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about, memories.